Hello my sacred sisters, thank you so much for tuning in for another video. If you're new here, welcome. My name is Maggie and I do all types of spiritual care for women. So if that's something you may be interested in, please consider subscribing before you leave so that you never miss another upload. So today's video, I wanted to put out this video for me and also for a lot of women who might be dealing with some emotional trauma and need some emotional healing. So I'm no therapist or anything, but I figured this little list and tips and tricks can kind of help us get through any emotional trauma that we're kind of going through, that we just need a little extra help with, myself included. So I just want to jump right in. So this video is going to be 10 ways to heal from emotional trauma. So let's jump right in. Okay, the first way to heal from emotional trauma is to compliment yourself on just making it through, right? So the trauma's already done, the damage is already done, and now you're here, you're still here, you're still alive, you still made it through that, sis, right? So now I want you to compliment yourself. Congratulate yourself for even getting through that, getting out of that, getting away from that, again, getting through anything that is causing you the pain, right? So compliment yourself. My back is itching. Compliment yourself on just getting through it, because honestly that is the hardest step. The second way is to allow time to recuperate, because the trauma, the damage has happened, but life is still going on, work is still going on, kids still have school, you still have to make dinner, and it's kind of like you have to put your emotions on the back burner sometimes, but allow yourself some time to recuperate from that, because you are still so busy and you can't take off a whole week of work to mourn the death of your brother or something like that, you know. Give yourself time to recuperate, and don't just think because it's been 2 weeks or 3 weeks or 4 months or 6 months or a year after whatever you're going through and you're still not, 100%. That's totally okay. Give yourself some time, because honestly time heals all wounds, really. Third way to heal from emotional trauma is to take it easy on yourself. Again, don't beat yourself up because it's been a year or 2 years after the trauma and you're still not over it. You're still hurting. You still haven't forgiven yourself. You still haven't forgiven that person. Take it easy on yourself. Don't beat yourself up. Don't ponder on the things. All these things is adding to our stress level. All of those emotions is adding to our anxiety. And that's why I'm saying take it easy on yourself, because it's essentially you who's taking all of the beatings, and emotional beatings on top of what you were already dealing with. So take it easy on yourself, forgive yourself, talk nice to yourself, all that good stuff, okay? And just pour that love back into yourself, because that's still important too. The fourth way is to think positive. Like I just said, stay positive. Don't talk bad about yourself. Don't talk bad about the situation. Just think positive. Try to, and I'm so dealing with this right now, oh my God. Try not to ponder on all the bad stuff that happened and all the horrible things that came out of the situation. Now I just try to think positive. I try to think about all of the good things that came out of the situation. I try to stay positive on purpose, just so that my mind won't go straight towards that. I think positive when I'm interacting with that person, so that the wrong thing or the wrong emotion doesn't come out. Like that really helps. Trying to stay positive, thinking positive, and then canceling any negativity or any strife that tries to come up. That's a really big help. The fifth way to heal from emotional trauma is to find little things to do during the day that you love. So even if it's taking a couple minutes to meditate, or taking a couple hours to watch some of your Netflix shows, or maybe you like to bird watch, I don't know, maybe you like to go sightseeing or go to a museum, or maybe you like to go dancing, I don't know. Take a couple minutes in a day, a couple hours to do something that you enjoy doing, just to keep your mind busy, active, distracted, all of that. Number 6 is to let yourself cry, because I'm pretty sure emotions come up at the wrong time. Like, okay, and this is what made me do this video, because today is the anniversary. May 1st is the anniversary of my brother's death, okay? And it's been 3 years now, so I'm still emotionally not, over that. Ooh, I feel emotion. See, you see? Let yourself cry, okay? Because days like this, anniversaries or death anniversaries or anniversaries, of bad things, can be a trigger. Being around certain people or things can be a trigger. And those emotions sometimes you can't handle, you can't help. So allow yourself to cry sometimes. Sometimes you just need to cry on your shoulder, or you can cry to yourself, or better yet, cry to God. You know, God always comforts me, and it's so amazing because I will feel this, almost like I will feel that. You know what I'm saying? And it's so powerful. It's kind of overwhelming because it's like, oh my God, it's like this overwhelming comfort feeling, like, and I just feel myself breathing through it, or stop crying. You know what I'm saying? So allow yourself to cry, let yourself cry, get out those pent up emotions, pray about it, and just let it out. Sometimes you just have to. The 7th way is to listen to the music that you love. So for me, it's gospel, rock, a little bit of rap. You know, I've been getting back into my rap music, but listen to music that you love. But I like to listen to gospel music when I'm going through emotional kind of funk. You know, I put on my gospel music. I have a whole playlist just strictly for when I'm in that moment and I need to be uplifted. I got the sob songs, I got the church song playlist, I got the praise and worship, I got all those playlists just for those different emotions of how I'm feeling, right? Because we're human, we have emotions. They're going to change, go up and down. Listen to the music you love to distract your mind. Gospel music heals me, and I use that a lot. I use gospel music for a lot, not just healing. I use it to like wake me up in the morning. I use it to randomly, you know, it's gospel music is just so uplifting all the time, right? All right, the 8th way to heal your emotional trauma is to pamper yourself. So maybe that doesn't always work for some people, but if you're like me, a good spa day, a good couple retail therapies, and I'm usually straight for a little bit, you know, before I have to go back to number 6 and cry it all out again, and then I'm right back to it, you know. But no, pamper yourself. Take time for yourself to just say, I'm gonna sit back and cry today. I'm gonna sit back and put my feet up. I'm gonna sit back and actually heal today. So it's nothing wrong with pampering yourself or having those me time moments when you're going through an emotional rut. You know, that's probably the best thing you can do, is to take care of yourself, put that time, focus, you know, yourself on yourself, to pour back into yourself, right? So that could be another way to get like your spirit and like your physical body out of that rut, you know, by pampering yourself. Number 9, probably the favorite way I like to get out of my emotional rut, is to watch comedies. So I would put on Netflix, I would watch Medea's, I would watch Step Brothers, I would watch comedies, I would watch stand-up, find a couple good movies, couple good series, like something to get your mind off, because laughter is literally the best medicine. And again, if you're like me, you like to laugh, you would come out of a crying situation laughing, you know. And that's all I'm trying to say. Cheer your own self up. Sorry about that. So yeah, do anything, watch anything funny that's gonna get you out of that mood, right? And last but not least, I think is the most important, the 10th way to heal your emotional trauma is to recognize when you need help. Recognize when it's just too unbearable. Recognize when you don't even recognize your own self anymore, your own emotions anymore. Recognize when you're still lashing out. Recognize when it's time to get help or it's time to seek somebody. So, and I can really advocate for this because during my divorce, it took me a couple months, it took me about 6 months to really seek help and finally get counseling through my church, through my first lady, bless your heart. Oh my God, love that lady. To the moon and back. She's literally my church mother. And she puts a lot of things into perspective for me and like what I go through, what we talk about, obviously. And that helps me a lot. She gives me homework to do so that it's not just going in one ear and not the other. I'm actually applying what is being, you know, taught and what we're talking about, right? So finding help, finding counseling, finding somebody you trust. Please don't go to Pookie and Keisha and Lele and all of them. Like, find somebody you trust. Find someone who's spiritually sound. Someone who has a good foundation themselves and that you can learn from. And maybe you've seen somebody go through the similar situations. You know, it's all about just reaching out to the right people. But of course, I always say go to the throne, not the phone, but some people are just more comfortable talking to somebody, which I understand. But my best counselor will always be God, will always be the Word, will always be Jesus, the Holy Spirit, all of that, and he brings those other peoples for secondary help, you know what I'm saying? So yes, this video almost got emotional, but I love you, PJ, which is my big brother's name. This is emotional trauma for me because of course, you know, you don't want to be the one to have those feelings that of like unresolved issues when someone passes, and you know what I'm saying? So it hurts us sometimes. I feel like we didn't have a couple things unresolved, but nonetheless, that was my brother. He was the one who taught me about rock music, who introduced me to it. He was crazy and funny and lovable and a rocker just like me, and played Guitar Hero, taught me Guitar Hero. He was the only one who could beat me in Guitar Hero. Jeez Louise. A great husband, like a great uncle, a great son, just, oh my God. You just never know what life will throw at you. That's why you just have to be appreciative, and you have to get over the emotional trauma, because there's so much life that needs to be lived, guys, before it can, God forbid, be one of us. You know what I'm saying? So I love you, brother. I love you, Larry, which is my other brother, my other big brother. I just love you so much, and I wanted to just put this video out for anybody kind of in an emotional state like me. So I really hope this was helpful, guys. I love you guys so much, but I will catch you in the next one. Peace.